In today's show, Chesapeake CEO speaks about his new role, and volunteers help build a much-needed playground for the community.
Also, the video series Open Flame is back and firing up the barbecue, and a drone is giving a realty company an advantage from above. There's lots to get to in this week's show.
Exactly right, and we're starting with a big change at Chesapeake. Doug Lawler is the company's new CEO, but before his first day of work, he sat down with the Oklahoma's Adam Wilmoth, Steve Gooch, and me for an interview on June 14.
I think there's an energy in the city that I see now that I didn't see originally in 1988, and then the slow period with oil and gas was somewhat depressed at that time, coming out of that period when commodity prices were a little lower. The city was just not as vibrant as it is today. And so over that 25 years and that time I've had in working for Kerr McGee and Anadarko, I've had the opportunity to be in and out of the city quite often, and just seeing the energy that's here in the people and the growth of the city, it's just an exciting time.
He was Senior VP of International and Deepwater Operations for Anadarko, which in 2006 bought Oklahoma City-based Kerr McGee. The 46-year-old began his career at Kerr McGee in 1988, compiling 25 years for the same company.
While I have been very happy at Anadarko and very pleased there with the opportunities that I've been given, and with the company, it was an interesting option to learn a little bit more about what Chesapeake was interested in doing. I have a great amount of confidence in the people, and I have a great amount of confidence in the assets. And the combination of those two is just a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity to be a part of this organization. I just don't think it can be a more exciting time at Chesapeake. There's been so many good things done by this company in the past several years, and I'm just excited to be a part of it and looking forward to working with this team and taking it to another level and building on the success that they've had in the past. So I think that it's an exciting time because there are so many good things going on. The fact that the assets are comprised of some of the best rock in the country for hydrocarbon development, for oil and gas development, that's the other key piece of being really attracted to the organization.
Lawler assumes the office formerly held by Chesapeake founder and CEO Aubrey McClendon. Lawler said he has not spoken with McClendon since being named the new CEO.
I've traded notes with Aubrey. He and I plan to have lunch or dinner sometime soon, and I'm looking forward to that. I first will say that I have the utmost respect for Aubrey. I think that he has done a fantastic job with Chesapeake. I think that he has truly been a visionary, and his leadership in the industry has just been outstanding. And he and I and all the employees and the board, I think, all share the same goal, and that we want the best for Chesapeake. And so I'm anxious to do that. As you're aware, and I think everyone knows, he's a working interest owner in 13, 14, 15,000 wells. So his goal and his interest in seeing Chesapeake do well are no different than mine and the employees. So I think that I can't say enough good things about what Aubrey's done. And while we move forward in this different chapter, I'll do my best to represent his interests and the things he's done, and work with the employees and the board to continue to advance Chesapeake.
Many people in the community have been concerned if Chesapeake would continue its very generous charitable efforts. Mr. Lawler indicated that they would certainly do their best to do so. He was also asked, coming from Houston, if he would be a Rockets or a Thunder fan, from NBA fans who care. He indicated he's a big Thunder fan.
Well, about 140 volunteers helped build a playground Saturday at the campus of Northeast Regional Health and Wellness Center to help provide more outdoor activities for families in the northeast part of Oklahoma City. Blue Cross Blue Shield teamed up with Kaboom to build a playground.
This is a very exciting day for us. We partnered with Kaboom and with the Oklahoma City County Health Department to build a playground out here at the Oklahoma City County Health Department's Northeast Regional Wellness Center. There are about 1,300 kids that live in this area that really don't have a good, safe place to play. So we've got about 120 volunteers out here today that have been working since about 9 o'clock this morning. All of them are assigned to different teams to build different things, and it's been very interesting watching it all to come together as everybody works very hard for the benefit of these kids.
I've just been out here working, putting the mulch on the playground, and doing what I can to help in certain places, just trying to better the community.
Oh, I think it's really great for the community. It will bring a lot of people in, but most of all, the people around here will have something to do to go for cookouts and for the kids to come out and have a great time and expend that energy and stay strong and healthy.
You know, the Wellness Center here is only partially finished. They've got the first building finished. They're about to build another one. They're going to build an amphitheater that'll see 400 people. They're going to have sports fields. They'll also be building a farmer's market here because there aren't a lot of grocery stores in this area, and they'll have fresh produce twice a week for people to buy. And other partner agencies will be moving into this area, into the buildings, so that all the people that come here will be able to receive lots of services from lots of agencies across Oklahoma County. And while they're here, their kids can play in a safe environment and get the exercise that they need.
This is great fun. It's a great cause, and we hope you'll come out and enjoy it because that's what it's for. It's built for you.
That I help them do something big, helping other people and bringing something new into the community, something positive.
Now, Carrie Underwood also teamed up with Kaboom back in 2011 to build a playground for her hometown elementary. You can watch that video on News OK. Just search Carrie Underwood Kaboom.
Very cool. Great effort.
I know. That's so neat that Kaboom obviously is all around. I mean, they're helping a lot of different communities.
All right, up next, fire up the grill and get ready for some great ideas for barbecuing this summer.
And the creators of an exhibit featuring women in prison are hoping to help future generations. That's coming up.
Everyone gets excited on game day. With the Oklahoman Full Access, you can get your sports news any way you like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, and our digital archives, starting as low as $12 a month. And it's free to current print subscribers. Log on to newsok.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
Hello, this is Mary. I can help you.
Hi, my grandma wants to know how to record my show.
Press the guide button on the remote.
Abuelita, toca el botón guide.
Now find your show on the screen and press record.
Ahora busca el programa en la
Pantalla.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Everyone has their morning routine. With the Oklahoman Full Access, you can get your morning news any way you like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, and our digital archives, starting as low as $12 a month. And it's free to current print subscribers. Log on to theoklahoman.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
Well, the start of summer means barbecuing is back in business.
Yay! Food Dude Dave Cathy started off this year's annual series Open Flame at American Propane with a special edition dedicated to the art of barbecue.
I'm here with American Propane owner Jim Grigsby. Jim, it's been a while since we've been out here. What have you been up to?
Oh, not much. Just kind of sitting back, cashing in my coupons. No, we're here at our brand new store, unveiling it tonight for the first time in 13 months.
Pretty exciting stuff. I mean, the old place was a nice place, but this is kind of the Taj Mahal for barbecue. Tell me about it.
We're really proud. We moved into a building 9 years ago that was an existing building and had an unfortunate accident here and had an opportunity to rebuild. We thought about it for a while, and I said, we've been here for 80 years. We've got to rebuild, and I think we've put something in Oklahoma City that's not available at this point until now, and this is our first night to unveil it.
Well, it's pretty exciting stuff. Got a good crowd filing in, so let's go have some fun. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Hi, my name is Patty Hamby. I'm a chef. I'm from Peru. I work in a gourmet grill, Buy for Less, wonderful company. Tonight, I'm making scallops wrapped with a ribeye steak. And I choose ribeye steak because it's a wonderful steak and tender. I finish it up with a chimichurri sauce. This chimichurri sauce is a wonderful sauce made with a lot of herbs and olive oil and get the finish and the juicy flavor with the beef and the scallops.
Hi, I'm Russ Garrett, the original Smokin' Okie, and in tonight's classes, I'll be teaching everybody how to do brisket and burn-ins. We'll start with the process of how to select the brisket, use choice or better quality beef. From that, we'll talk about trimming. I don't season the fat side, we'll season the meat side. Put it on the smoker. Typically, you'll shoot for a 200 to 250 degree temperature, and then you want to shoot for a finishing temp somewhere around 190 to 200. And in the end, what you have is a piece of brisket. If you've done it right, it looks like a meteorite. That's a good thing. It's not burnt, it's a cooked brisket.
Hi there, my name is Amy Gillert. I'm the sous chef with Mutt's Amazing Hot Dogs and Big Truck Tacos. And tonight we are here to introduce one of our recipes we're going to be using at our new restaurant, Backdoor Barbecue. We have a slow smoked short rib. It's hickory smoked. We've got a nice chili rub on there, and we're also featuring our espresso barbecue sauce. Is one of the sauces we'll be featuring at our new restaurant. Kind of your basic ketchup, vinegar, some chili powder in there, and some coffee, which is one of the main ingredients. It's different, but really good. And then we're also featuring our potato salad, so Yukon Gold potato salad with some red onions and bacon and cilantro in there. We slow smoked our short ribs for 4 hours with the hickory smoke, and get them real nice and tender, and you get a char on the outside. It's delicious, and with the espresso sauce, it really ties it all in together.
All right, well, I'm stepping aside from the grill today a little bit. We got a lot of people know what they're doing with barbecue. I can do some barbecue myself, but I wanted to just manage the sides today. So I've got some ranch-style beans, just like we make down in Texas where I grew up. Sorry, no baked beans here. Baked beans are for hamburgers where I'm from. I love them, but I did ranch-style beans for this barbecue. The other thing I did is a smoked cheese and macaroni salad. Yeah, the macaroni salad that we all love. I couldn't resist doing a little bit with the Primo, so we smoked off some mild cheddar cheese, threw that in there.
You can find those delicious recipes on newsok.com and The Food Dude. We'll have more Open Flame videos coming soon. In fact, we're taping the next edition this week.
Very nice. All right, speaking of food, food columnist Cheryl Jones is continuing her food series called Oklahoma Table, which features made in Oklahoma products and the producers and farmers behind them. This month, Cheryl is featuring a local farmers market.
I went to the grand opening for the Wednesday market of the OSU OKC market.
Nice.
And I have to tell you, our Oklahoma producers, in spite of the crazy weather we've had, they brought beautiful things to the market.
Very
and
nice.
I like to use these little sugar snap peas as an
Very
example.
cool. Very
and
nice.
You could hear the way how fresh this is.
You can hear that, that's for sure.
And that local and fresh is what it's all about at the local farmers market.
So
and
she
then,
bought a lot of vegetables.
Oh, I did. A
So
whole
this
bag.
is great.
full.
Yeah.
Shots of this are supposed to give you this fabulous energy. So I'm thinking, boy, there are
Really?
days when I really need that. These are little tiny greens, and these are grown by Robert Stella at Sunrise Acres. Here is a treat. My husband absolutely loves these. These are some green tomatoes, and I particularly like this yellow tomato because it's less acidic than the red tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
So if you have trouble with stomach acid, that's a great one to buy.
I definitely have trouble with stomach acid right now.
Yes.
So that would be
this
great.
comes from Crow Farms, and they
Really?
just have a fabulous, generous selection. You won't
Very
believe
nice.
what all they have.
Very nice. Okay.
And here's another one. These are certified organic, so you don't have to worry that they've been sprayed with anything. I love to get fresh beets.
Oh, wow.
And these are fabulous to saute the greens.
Oh, the
I
leaves
love
on them?
beet greens sauteed. Lita Leatherwood had these fabulous Yukon Gold potatoes. Is one of her favorite things to do is to fry the potatoes and the onions together, and it makes such a nice side dish. And these are the sweetest carrots, and there's so many things you can do with these. They're great to scrub the surface of and just steam, or you can do them into little crudités and make a bean dip. This is cauliflower, of course, and I never realized that you could actually grow cauliflower in Oklahoma, and its cousin broccoli.
Oh, very nice.
I love these. It's an oak leaf lettuce,
Wow.
and it's just tender. Can you imagine a lovely salad with that? This is an elephant garlic, and you see it has little babies around the edge. And of course, you could plant these, and in another year or so, you would have your own elephant garlic. And these, of course, are a cook's dream shallots. They're absolutely
Very nice.
wonderful mild form of garlic and
This
onion.
is great. So all of this, I mean,
All of this.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
All of this is from local producers and farmers.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And they're doing a fabulous job. And I
Yeah.
can't stress enough, because I'm only usually here during the week and not on the weekends. The Wednesday market is fantastic. So get out to the OSU OKC and see what all you can find. It's real inspiration for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And the Oklahoma State University in Oklahoma City Farmers Market is in the pavilion in the John E. Kirkpatrick Horticulture Center at 400 North Portland Avenue.
Getting amazing shots of Metro property from the air with the use of a drone. Coming up next.
With the Oklahoman Full Access, we deliver your news any way you'd like. The Oklahoman Full Access includes print, smartphones, tablets, print replica, digital archives, and the new Oklahoman.com. Plans start at only $12 a month. And all this is free to current print subscribers. Log on to oklahoman.com/subscribe to get started today. The Oklahoman Full Access.
I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
We're shooting more photos at each assignment, but we're putting those into separate galleries that can be added into the iPad and online editions so that the viewers can see a lot more photographs. We can tell a lot more of the story visually, give them more detailed shots, more overall shots, just a lot more variety that really enriches their experience.
Oklahoma's incarceration rate is third highest in America. More women per capita are in prison here than any other state.
Well, now the faces and voices of women in Oklahoma prisons are currently on display for an exhibit titled Invisible Eve at the Gaylord Pickens Oklahoma Heritage Museum. The award-winning photographer and author came to News OK's studio. This is an exhibit and a book.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about how this came about.
This came about a few years ago, I would say 4 years ago. I was flying from Dallas to New York, and I sat down next to this female CEO, and she mentioned, when we started chatting, she said that they were thinking about expanding their business, and they looked at Oklahoma, and they just could not see moving to Oklahoma because we are #1 incarceration of women for like 12-15 years.
Really?
And when I got to New York, it bothered me what she said, and I just kept thinking about it, and mainly wanted to do something about it. So that's why the whole thing started. Wow. Yeah.
So what are the photographs of?
The photographs is a portrait of woman that I took their pictures in the prison, and when I came to the understanding while I was doing this that I might not be able to help the one inside the prison, but maybe if they could write some words of wisdom from the misfortunate experience to share with the next generation, that might help the ones outside so they do not end up in jail.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and the photographs are beautiful.
Thank you.
These women, I guess, are all nonviolent.
They're all nonviolent. I did not touch anything with violence crime, so they're mainly just nonviolent.
Okay. So how do you hope this project will help raise awareness?
The function of a photographer usually is to bring some social issues all the way to the surface, and my job is to maybe to show people where to look, but not to tell them what to see. So my job is to put it on the table, invite people to become part of the solution, have a civil discussion about the issues. We do have solutions. One of the solutions that I really like is the Women in Recovery program is in Tulsa, which is sponsored by the George Casa Family Foundation. It is absolutely fantastic, has a great success rate, and hopefully this is something we should implement across the nation.
So part of the proceeds of this book,
yes,
from the sale of this book, will go to that program.
Absolutely. One of the things that difficulty for an artist is to find somebody that they want to support and endorse. But I want to endorse somebody that that also in line with the same type of situation, and they're trying to help solve that problem. So that's why some part of the proceeds will go to the woman in recovery. Yes.
Photographs in this book are very touching, and there's stories that accompany it. Each photograph has a little story, you know, about the woman and maybe what she's going through.
Yes.
Which is so nice.
It is, and I think one thing I came out of the whole project, what I wanted to do is give these women a voice. And they wrote some very insightful, some of this powerful, some of this painful. But we're getting some excellent response to hear from that. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Is there a website for more information?
There is a website where you could buy the book and get some more information. It's called theinvisibleeve.com.
And Yusuf is having a book signing on June 22nd at Full Circle Bookstore from 2 to 4 p.m. Kevin Durant's mom, Wanda Pratt, will be speaking about second chances at the signing.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, I know.
Speaking of cool, video and photography never seen before in the real estate business is possible with a drone. Now Price Edwards & Company has obtained a quadricopter and armed it with a high-definition camera.
We use it mainly to take site survey kinds of pictures, or to display property in unique angles or unique ways that aerials or still ground photography doesn't let you get.
The company purchased a quadricopter and equipped it with a high-definition camera. The device provides a fast, in-depth, and up-to-date view of commercial real estate.
Aerials are dated often, so you don't get the most up-to-date pictures. They're usually also top-down, so you're looking at roofs and things like that. This allows you to get right up next to a building or a retail center. You can see things around. You can get an idea of where you're at. You can see highways. You can see cars moving. And so you get real-time video and can send it off to a client. And especially out-of-town clients can get a real feel for what this particular piece of property looks like and what's around. So it allows us to go out on a moment's notice and grab some video, edit it, and upload it to a client within a few hours. And so aerials don't allow you to do this, and allows us to respond to our clients quicker. Again, and because it's not outsourced, we're all in-house, we can do that really quick and get a quick turnaround for our client.
The drone, you may be asked, by DJI Innovations, is equipped with a GoPro video camera, which we love those little things. You kind of hit record and let them go, but they shoot great video, and it's perfect for something like that.
We've used them up here, right?
Absolutely.
Very cool. All right, well, coming up next, kiddos learn about engineering by trying their hand at an egg drop.
Social media gives readers a voice that they can interact with us in a way that I don't think they've ever been able to. And it allows us to, include their thoughts and their questions and everything in our content.
Whereas we used to just publish and just tell everybody what the news and entertainment and information was. The rest of the world wants to engage. They want to talk back. They want us to talk back to them. They want insight, they want opinion. And a lot of that is new culturally for a newspaper.
I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
In 2012, we had the largest concentration of Oklahoma musicians to go to South by Southwest ever. Dave Morrison and I, we talked about it as like, let's just do this guerrilla style, okay? We'll shoot 1 or 2 performances by an act, and then we'll get an interview, and we'll get it up as quickly as possible. So that's what we were doing. We ended up with 21 different videos, and those also included some stand-up.
Now this is what I call a fun summer camp. Dropping an egg to learn about engineering.
I know. Science, technology, engineering, and math skills camp is being offered to elementary and middle school students in the Midwest City, Del City School District.
3, 2, 1. Basically what we did with the kids is we gave them the challenge to design a vehicle to drop an egg in it off of a 2-story ledge and make sure that it does not break when it hits the bottom. And they were given certain supplies they were able to use, such as craft sticks, straws, cotton balls, rubber bands, and tape, and they were able to hot glue it together. and we talked a little bit about the engineering process so they could have an idea of what engineers actually do. I want to say that there were 3 eggs total that survived today out of, I believe, 14 kids. But that's not too bad considering they are, all middle school age, and they're just getting the concept of engineering down.
So, omelets for the kids for lunch?
I think an egg salad sandwiches.
It's whole. Now, each day's project is a creative, hands-on activity that engages students and helps them demonstrate problem-solving skills. The cost is $25 per student. Now, actually, Modern Family, if you're a fan of that, they actually did an episode about this exact school project, and it was hilarious. It was of course very funny because that show is hilarious. But it was the exact same egg drop type thing that you try to get it to land without breaking the egg. But anyway,
could they?
I think finally. But it's amazing the little contraptions, obviously, that they have to use, and it's not much. It's not like they can use a parachute. But anyway, it's cool. Very cool.
All right. Changing gears now, Flag Day commemorates the adoption of the flag of the United States on June 14th, 1777, a resolution of the Second Continental Congress. Here's a local dedication to the day.
If our flag could talk, here's what a cowboy thinks she might say. I was born on the 4th of July back in 1776, and as they say out west, I was bred right. You see, my father was the Declaration of Independence, and my mother was the Bill of Rights. I'm many things to many people. I am America. I'm more than 300 million strong in the ghosts of those who lived and died for me. And ever since Betsy Ross sewed my first stars and stripes, there have been troubled spots in this old world, and I've always answered that call and stayed until it was over there. By so doing, I left many of my finest young men and women who made the supreme sacrifice to perpetuate my brand of liberty, and I've left them in places like Tarawa and Iwo Jima, Korea, the steamy jungles of Vietnam, and as we enjoy this great program today, many of our young men and women are risking their lives for us, protecting us from terrorism in a far-off place they call Iraq. I'm a wheat field in the Midlands, and I'm a cotton field down south. I'm the Golden Gate Bridge and a wobbly-legged calf getting his first bit of nourishment from his mammy out in the rangeland of the West. I'm old Freckles Brown riding a bull they call Tornado that had never been ridden before. He'd been bucked out more than 220 times. Freckles did so at the National Finals Rodeo in Oklahoma City in 1967. And I'm the crack of a bat at a World Series game. I'm more than 300,000 churches where my people worship as they choose, and I'm the hushed voice of a choir in a cathedral. You see, I was born in freedom, and God willing in freedom I'll spend the rest of my days. May my people always have the strength, the honor, the integrity, and the courage to keep me free and a beacon of hope for the entire world. Yes, that's what I would say if I could talk.
The week of June 14th is designated as National Flag Week. During National Flag Week, the President issues a proclamation urging U.S. citizens to fly the American flag for the duration of that week. Our Grayson Cook put together that package. Very nicely done.
It's a very nice video. He did a great job, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, that's all the time we have for this edition of News OK TV.
And you can watch all of these videos and much more online at newsok.com. See ya.